11 times, so they are -8 in the turnover takeaway ratio.
Gain of 4 on the first down completion to Lust. Everett throwing short again.
Time settled in one position.
Which means they aren't Rofe and Dombrowski, both of whom are all-pro types. So on third down 16, Everett with plenty of time, looks deep, throws into double coverage. Flag goes down as Michael Haynes is bumped downfield by Robert Massey.
On third down 6.
Torrance Small is in the game at wideout. Along with the 2 tight ends, the throw is complete to Ricky Whittle. Seldom used third down back out.
Defense from it.
Third down 7, Everett out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, throws to Small, makes the catch inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Chris Hudson against Baltimore, regretted it all week, trying to help make up for it with a big play there. First and goal, Bates, big hole, down to the 1-yard line. Second down goal, double wide to the top of the screen. They run back this way, and Bates has a free ride into the end zone. Saints take the lead. To apply one of the hole opening blocks on that side, Doug Bryant comes on to try to add the PAT and does so out of Wilmsmeyer's hold. So, with 5 minutes, 35 seconds still to go in the first period in the Superdome, the Saints take a 7-0 lead. So a well-executed running play by the Saints in a goal line situation gives them a rare lead, 7-0 over the Jaguars. Ball kicked away by Bryan. And breaking away momentarily is Randy Jordan, one of the premier kickoff.
But I didn't do it.
Brunell on first down. Leads the NFL in passing yards. Fumble, loose football, touchdown opportunity for the Saints. In there, Mark Fields. Weak side linebacker with a huge defensive play, and Mark Brunell is limping for Jacksonville.
Well, I don't know what's worse. Scooped up at this point. All he needs is a great angle, but steps out of bounds. Great aggressive play by that Saints defense, and then they shoot themselves in the foot.
Brackens, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles a week ago against Carolina, so he's red hot coming in. Again, third down and goal, now from the 12. And the completion to number 23. They wind up going for a Doug Bryan field goal. You see his numbers on the season, and he nailed this short one to extend the early New Orleans lead in the football game.
I saw it.
Hometown ball club.
Wishful thinking.
Survives no more. First and 10. Brunell operating out of the shotgun now. Throws. Complete to number 83.
The downside, Jim Haslett, the defensive coordinator, has told us about this defensive line. They just don't have the size to stand up against big offensive lines.
Third and short. Brunell throws complete to Keenan McCardell. McCardell gets away from one man.
Across the board, 300 plus, and you've got to get defensive linemen who can stand up against that pounding.
There's a hole for Stewart. And Stewart has a gain of about 5 out near the 45. Eric Allen makes edge in time of possession in the first quarter. And a rare edge in total yards, and a rare edge on the scoreboard. It's all rare. Brunell's pass is complete to number 80.
Hold the line of scrimmage. You got to get the penetration and disrupt the pass of the running back.
On second down 5, Brunell throws in the flat to Stewart, and Stewart is dragged down on an excellent open New Orleans with the Saints having jumped to an early 10-0 lead over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Third down and 4 for Brunell and company. Motion on offense. Brunell is trapped in the pocket, tries to run for the first down, but number 91, Brady Smith, made the stop.
He is in there all the time.
Short punt here, and Chris Hudson reacts up to make the fair catch off of underneath, as the Saints have both put pressure on him and have covered the deep receivers well. So on first down, Brunell throws once again in a short zone.
They need to start getting some power hitting that line.
Third down 6. Need to get the football beyond the 50 to about the 49 for a first down. Brunell out of the shotgun, again under some pressure, makes the completion to McCardell. And McCardell, with the extra effort, successfully moves the chains. On first down, Brunell throws. Complete. Caught on the sideline by McCardell. Brackens were draft choices. The rest of the names on that panel, free agents. Brunell throws, complete in the flat. Stewart looking to try to get to the chain, is across the 30 to about the... All right, thank you very much, Dan. And in that game, Thurman Thomas has become the 11th rusher in the history of the league to go over 10,000 yards in his career. Brunell with the quick release. Down the middle, complete to Derek Brown, the star. We got another promo for that NFL website. And yet this one says that it's the only on... I don't know. Don't ask me. I just read them.
Big blitz.
3rd and 7, big play. Stewart, first down yardage, looking for the goal line. He's there. Saints fans begin to get out. Call by Gilbride, huh? Think Buddy Ryan will like that call?
Yeah.
Mike Hollis comes on to add the PAT for Jacksonville. And the Jaguars.
You know, sometimes, Jim, when there's a blitz, you have hot calls. The receivers have to recognize.
To kick it away from the 30-yard line. Tyrone Hughes, second kickoff return of the game. Good blocking in front of Hughes, and he gets it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Rant argument. Lorenzo Neal is bothered by a hamstring, so they're using tight ends in the fullback position. No tight end, or no fullback this time, as Everett fakes. The Luck coming around and throws complete to Ricky Whittle. Whittle stops. Jurkovich says, what? I'm not starting? Who told you that? We said head coach Tom Coughlin. Oh, 3rd down 3. And Everett throws deep. And unable to hold on to the football is Lee DeRamus, who had position on the... While you're getting yelled at. Natron's on the field as Means comes into the game at tailback for the first time today. And gets the football. And finds a hole. And has a long way to go before he's finally knocked down by Mark McMillan. And see,
They didn't lose this week.
oh, that's good.
They didn't play.
Brunell throws complete. The number 8.
Don't you know he'll want to get him involved in
Super aggressive linebacker. Stewart with the football, and Wayne Martin makes a huge play from defensive tackle.
And they've got to go for this field goal right here just to get the points on the board and tie it up at halftime.
48-yard attempt. A little bit of a difficult put down for Barker, the holder, and Hollis hits the upright. Well, that snap, I'll be honest with you. Officials saw it, but we didn't. Everett again on first down. Throws this time to Ricky Whittle, and Whittle is knocked out of bounds. 1986. Never played for the Oilers as the Rams anteed up a huge harvest of players for Houston to get him from down there.
Oh.
That was Lee DeRamus.
From play, and well,
they got exactly the guy they wanted, too.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of veteran leadership they want.
No, it's been an off half for Searcy. Brunell gets away from pressure, fires across the field, and it's complete at the 40 to...
Let him weave his way up and get him back into field goal position.
You got 15 seconds, and you're about 8 yards out of field goal range. Brunell complete to Mitchell. Mitchell's inside the 30 to the 29, and now, if they can get the clock stopped, they've got a shot. 5, 4, 3. Brunell throws it down and got it stopped. Officials are going to rule that there's still a second on the clock. They're going to give Hollis another chance to tie the game.
See, now the problem throwing to Mitchell is that Mitchell is running a center route. He's running through the middle of the field. You get it to a back, you get it to somebody that's by the sideline, you can step out, and instead of 1 second, you're still sitting at about 10, 12 seconds, maybe enough time to throw another sideline route.
First half is over.
So he completely disproves my time. Now let's go to Dan Hicks in our NFL on NBC studio in New York. Then from the 20. And Brunell throwing on first down. Complete to Jimmy Smith in the right line of 19 Brunell is, and there's a rare hole for James Stewart, who couldn't find many of them in the first half.
Outside and starting to get some yardage.
The play on which Stewart just gained 13 there. Same play on which Natron gained 35 when he first came in second half against the Saints. New Orleans got an early touchdown to take a 7-0 lead. Had a chance for a second one. Couldn't put it in. Stretched to 10-7, and now Brunell pulls the ball down. Falls forward looking for...
Sometimes can't even break away from the middle of the field to get outside.
Lost it 2, second and 12 at the 48. Brunell looks downfield, fires complete to Jimmy Smith, and Smith is near...
Drop the lineman off. They can't cover as well back there in the short zone.
A yard short of a first down on 3rd and 1. Brunell throws. McCardell with open territory inside the 15 down to about the 11-yard, 7-yard gain there. Now with 7 catches for 70 yards.
That was just a 7-yard reception.
He was James Stewart, and Fields, indeed with an apparent helmet problem, leads the field on 3rd down 4. Brunell flips it to Smith, and Jimmy Smith fights to get to the goal line, loses the football, and the Saints have it. Touchdown, Trent blunted.
The fall on it as he got kicked out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, Everett drops deep in the end zone, throws, and it is caught by number 88, Henrik Luck.
Union background, which is also of the old Yugoslavian Republic, and how we were kind of out of the fighting at this time.
This throw is complete. The lead to
Double pump and then drop the ball off.
On 3rd down and a yard to go. The give is to Bates, and that's part of the problem for the Saints. Meyer on to kick it away for the Saints. He stands inside his 20 at the 18. The Saints unable to convert a 3rd and 1 and keep a possession going. Chris Hudson deep to receive for Jacksonville. And Wilmsmeyer, whose last punt traveled 7 yards, pounds this one all the way to the Jacksonville 20, and Hudson with a lot of room. Pass Wilmsmeyer. Open field down the sideline. Caught from behind by number 30, Anthony Newman. And Newman run, as that graphic shows you. A week ago, they made Ernest Biner look like Red Grange. Makes sense, because Biner's almost as old as Grange. Brunell's throw is caught at the Stewart and thus a fumble. It's quintessential Saints if this becomes a touchdown pass. Looks like they had the football. Penalty against the offense. Brunell fumbling the football again. Plucks it out of the air. But the Saints...
He said Waddell has a nice touch to hit the contest for Cheever.
Hollis nails it up the middle, and so finally, after all of the effort at the end of the first half, and now here in the 3rd quarter, the Jaguars tie the game. The NFL on NBC will be back.
A rookie and something goes wrong, it's usually your fault.
Hollis' kick is taken at the goal line by Tyrone Hughes, and Hughes has got a lot of room across the 40 to the 47-yard line. Largest cornerback in the league. 3rd down 10 now for New Orleans after the long kickoff return by Hughes gave them good field position. They go deep, and there to pick it off is number 45, Travis Davis. As on 2nd down for the Jaguars, the throws to Jimmy Smith, and Smith. 3 touchdown catches for Shannon Sharp in that game. Here on 1st down, James Stewart has a hole in the middle against the down. 10 yards to go for Brunell and company from their own 41-yard line. Can he get 10? Decides not to as he slides short of the... Saints just haven't gotten any penetration along the offensive front this year, even when running behind Dombrowski and Rope, who are the best in the game. Everett throws, incomplete. Intended for Michael Haynes. Haynes had
still, I think, enough life in them to stand up against this running attack.
So number 95, Austin Robbins, leaning in, getting the start at defensive tackle today. Brunell's throw is picked off. Or is it ruled a catch?
It's
going to be ruled a catch. Benefit of the doubt to the Jaguars.
Apparently. Eric Allen is just not happy.
I can't imagine why it would be. It looked to me as though Allen had made a clean pick.
Look at that up at the top of your screen. Great anticipation of this break. Watch him here. Cool, Brett. Going in for the ball.
And they give Jimmy Smith that football.
Oh, my God. That's a bad call. That's amazing. That ball belongs to the New Orleans Saints.
But instead, denied them that 1st down.
And when Jim Mora tells us he doesn't know why they lose some of these games, that explains why.
Stewart rolling.
It's got to be the size difference that might be taking its toll. Blitzed by the Saints.
And an accurate throw for Brunell. Give them credit for the 1st down yardage on that catch by Jimmy Smith, so it's 1st and 10 from the 32. Stewart with a lot of running room all the way down to the 20. It'll be another 1st down.
Staying close in this game, but hey, face it, when it comes down to this time of the game, is when you got to play as hard, if not harder, than in the beginning of the game.
2nd and 9. Natron Means inside the 10, down to about the 8. Tubbs makes.
They spread it out, started running some perimeter with Natron Means and James Stewart, and now they're picking up a lot of yardage.
Yeah, what the graphic showed you is that they were dropping off, but then
Defense, they went, oh no, not again.
well, play of the drive. There was a big hole there for a moment, but it is closed up as Stewart is hit. Hollis to give the Jaguars the lead with 5:20 to go. So on that drive, the Jacksonville Jaguars worked off 7.5 minutes of clock and got close enough for Mike Hollis to snap a 10-10 tie. 1st and 10 from the 19 instead of what could have been across the 35. Everett complete. Torrance Small is the receiver.
Just laid it up and hoped he could grab it.
2nd down 10. Everett under pressure releases. Gets it into the hands of Haynes, and Haynes, after the long run, maybe a tiny bit short of breath, never has gotten 13 points out of his good day. Everett having kind of a middling day. Arches one. Caught! Number 83,
Torrance, and now they put together a nice drive.
Couple of gutty plays in the drive by Small. On 1st down here, the completion goes to Haywood Jeffries. First catch of the day. Trying to come from behind now against Jacksonville. Football at the 22-yard line. Everett looking for a touchdown. Just misses.
Flag. Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas working up against Michael Haynes. And they were pretty close, and as you can see from the indication.
Pass interference. Defense, number 41.
Yeah.
Saints fans hold their breath, waiting to.
Something positive will happen for the first time in 5 games.
1st and goal at the 6. Plenty of time. Touchdown! Torrance Small. And entirely fitting, was directly under the guillotine. 0-5 start a year ago. Morris salvaged the job with a 7-4 finish. They must do something similar this year, or the expectation here in the Bayou is that New Orleans owner Tom Benson will clean house. On 1st down, a lot of time for Brunell, but no receiver open. He'll go across the 30 to the 37-yard line, though. Jacksonville to erase that 16-yard run
number
and take it all the way back to the 10-yard line.
10-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 1st down.
Michael Chibal.
He got outside of that tight framework. Now Brunell stays in the pocket, fires down the middle, complete. McCardell making another big play, and he's across the 25 to the 26. Tackled by Alex Molden.
Well, that's the problem that the Saints have. They've got to remember who they're facing. This is, well, basically the poor man, Steve Young. Until he has a couple more years like this, then they'll probably make the same as Steve Young.
McCardell drops it, almost picked off. Whoa. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Complete. 1st down yardage. And dumped in his tracks is Willie Jackson. But that'll be good enough to move the chains. Brunell knew exactly what he needed to do. And now the clock runs as Brunell will bring the Jaguars back to the line.
Good play by McMillan. Gets up there, made a nice play on the ball. But like you said, he knew how much yardage he needed.
Molden again on the blitz. This time he's knocked away. Stewart's got to get to the sideline, and he does. Stops the clock with 39. They've tried safeties.
Hey, to sit back and play it safe now would be a huge mistake.
Brunell. Flag. Flag goes down as Brunell is finally dumped. 56, Ernest Dixon. 97, Turnbull. Turnbull and Harvey cranked it up. 3rd down. 16 to go. And they get back a lot of the 16, but not all. Be 4th down and about 5. Who has some quick on the outside. Brunell can't take too much time going downfield. Sooner or later, he's going to have to loft it up. And that'll do it. That was 4th down, but the flag goes down and perhaps will preserve possession for Jacksonville.
Pass interference. Defense, number 30.
Amazing.
1st down.
Well,
keep... Yeah, it was fourth down, and it converted fourth down to first down for Jacksonville. So now Brunell goes deep. And
going, please, don't catch it. Knew it was out of his hands. Knew there was nothing he could do to stop that reception, except for the ball to be overthrown just a little bit.
Where were the safeties?
Exactly. You got your speediest receiver working the outside. You think you can have somebody over there at least to stop the big play and stop the touchdown. You got to have somebody over the top to stop the big play.
13 seconds to go. Planned rollout for Brunell. Plenty of time as he heaves the Hail Mary. A crowd at the goal line. Anthony Newman there to knock it down. Flag back where Brunell released the football. Gonna go against the Saints. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Personal foul. Defense number 94. Hit with the crown of the helmet. Led with the crown of the helmet. 15 yards. First down.
Joe Johnson leading with the crown of the helmet.
We'll see him here finishing up on this play. Starting at defensive end. Right there. I don't know about that.
Now watch Newman, number 30. He's the one who gets into position to make the play here. Yep.
I'm telling you what, they're calling this on Johnson, and I know they're trying to protect the quarterback. Now watch, he doesn't hit with the crown, he hits with the side of his head. His helmet, his face mask is actually in front of Mark Brunell. It should not have been a penalty. He did not hit with the crown of the helmet. He hit with the side of his helmet.
Well, this should be the last play of the game from the 41, barring the penalty. Brunell into the end zone. Smith is open for a moment, but finally, a gang of Saints defenders put the lid on it. And New Orleans has snapped the Five-and-Bill. Now let's send you out to Buffalo, but they can be picked on.